Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Hello World YouTube channel. Okay. Um, First of all, I want to say when I'm on this YouTube talking and stuff like that, um, I don't want people to think I'm just talking. I've actually lived through these things, and experienced these things, and went through all the emotions that tied to these things. So I'm just not like somebody that's just talking and stuff. I've really experienced everything that I'm talking about. So let's go right into it. Um, One of the questions that I had to constantly check myself about, like really dig deep in my life about, what is serving me and what is not serving me. Okay? When I say that, it could be the friends, the things you eat, your emotions could not be serving you, feeling a certain way could not be serving you, um, actions could not be serving you, um, environments could not be serving you. As you try to excel and and become the best version of yourself, you gotta go through this inventory. I want to say, yeah, we're gonna call it inventory. Like, okay, I'm checking off the shelf. What is serving me? What is not serving me? What is helping me? What is not helping me? What is making me better? What is not making me better? So yeah, these are questions that I would ask myself as I was going through, getting up in the morning and asking, how can I be better than I was yesterday? See, that was one of the things that started me as I was sort of like opening the door to my enlightenment. It was questions like, how can I be better than I was yesterday? Whether it was something so small as not getting upset about something, or or not doing this, not doing that. But that was one of the questions. And actually, that was first. Like, how can I be better than I was yesterday? Then it went to what is serving me and what is not serving me. Now, me, I've always been like my own person. Don't really care about having a lot of friends. So the friends part of it didn't really apply to me because I didn't care about being around people no way, at this point, But it was things like smoking weed, smoking weed, being tired, being lazy, and doing all that. That was something that wasn't serving me. It wasn't allowing me to be the person I really was. And when I cut back on the weed and stuff like that and said, you know what, this shit ain't even all that, I realized that I was the same person without it, if not even better. I mean, to each his own, when it comes to things, do what you do. But sometimes you're gonna say, is it serving me? And me, when I was smoking weed, I was too excessive with it, just out of control. Like, I had to do it every day. Wherever I go, I had to do it, blah, 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 blah. But it became a problem, I would say, because I was all the time losing shit, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, that was one of the things that wasn't serving me. My diet, the way I was eating, wasn't serving me. Being around people that was talking about the wrong things, I want to say, without, too much judgment. I'm not judging nobody, but just talking about things that wasn't not in the path I was going. Like, I wanted to be I was programming into this positive person and everything. And if you was talking about negative stuff too long, or getting mad, that was not serving me. I didn't like that vibration, so I removed myself from that stuff like that. And so they say this journey is lonely, but I'm telling you, you're not lonely. There's quite a few like-minded individuals. It's not a lot. It's very small percentage, like 5% out of 95% of this world that's thinking like we are. But that's what makes it even more special, that this small percentage I am part of, that actually sees things different, that actually believes in the impossible, that actually believes in manifesting, that actually believes that this world is vibrating and it has energy everywhere, and everything is energy. I was never a follower, so doing this is easy, and it was a lot of things that I was doing that wasn't serving me, that wasn't allowing me to become the person I wanted to be, so sometimes when you find out what's not serving you, you find out some blockages, if that's the word, but you find out what's blocking you from being this or being that, and excelling, because you'll find out, man, I was doing a lot of things that wasn't serving me, that was and being around people and places and things that wasn't serving me, that was contradicting that deep emotional feel of what I really wanted to do and be in life. But I'm caught up in this, what we call reality loop, to where you're like saying, I want to do this, I want to be that, but your programming in your subconscious mind is programming you to keep going and going into that same type of stuff. You're like, man, I didn't want to do that, but I found myself still doing it during the reality loop. So I'm just saying that sometimes if you being self-aware, okay, your awareness of yourself should make you say, okay, that's not serving me, this is serving me. Being around these people is serving me. Being around that person is not serving me. Talking about this is serving me. I'm learning. Talking about that is just nothing. It's not serving me. It's actually wasted energy. Eating this is not serving me, but eating this is serving me. And once you put your awareness on it, it starts to change. Now, it doesn't just change overnight, but you're aware of it. So now, like, when you go in the store, you're gonna be like, should I buy those chips and candy? No, I'm gonna buy juice. I'm not gonna buy soda. And it's gonna slowly start you're going to slowly start being conscious of it. Somebody comes around you with that negative talk and about bull stuff, and you know, you're going to be like, you know, hey, I got to do something. Hey, wait a minute, you know, let me call you back. You're not going to be entertaining, and then some days you might. So you're going to kind of go through this, like, not battle, but this up and down with it until you, like, work out that ripple, and it just like, okay, I got it, you know. I'm very aware and in tune of what's serving me and what's not serving me, you know. I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't allow to serve me, man. I have a real mental diet when it comes to my journey, but my mental diet was, it was developed. Like I can only take so much, you know. Like I've said before in another video, that it's like a plague. It's like listening to negative stuff and being around negative energy and stuff is like a plague to me. It's like, man, that stuff is going to poison my soul. I don't want it, don't want to be around it. I'm not doing it, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the importance. I know the severity of my vibration, you know, and I know that feeling good and focusing on that and focusing on my emotions and stuff like that is very important to me on my journey, you know. But yeah, man, the question is, what is serving you and what is not serving you? You know, we at some point got to think of our minds as like a computer, the same computer you might have at home, at work, or even your phone. Our mind, the computer was made from the computer. You see what I'm saying? This is the real computer, the most advanced computer. So then they make a computer duplicating it. Like a computer, you can download stuff. Things that we see, we might read something. That's like a download. We're downloading every day. Then like a computer, it has memory. We have memory. We save stuff. We hold on to stuff. We remember back then when and all that stuff. So then it also has one of the most important functions, like Control Alt Delete. Like you can delete files, okay? You can delete old programs that's not serving the computer no more. You see? So when you go through this reprogramming, it's going to be things that you're going to find that's not serving you that you need to delete. You can delete it, delete them, get them out of there, because it's not allowing or it's not perpetuating your growth. It's like, man, I want to do this, but this keeps holding me down. And so, yeah, you're just really on that level of change. And so you're going through that. And so your computer, like your brain is malleable. Like it can change, it can transform, it can do a lot. But it's just going off that old software. You got to delete that old software, because that's just like on that computer, it can only do so much. But then, like your phone, it says update need to be installed. Yeah, we got to keep growing. We got to gain more knowledge because the updates need to be installed. We got to continue to download the best information for this computer. If I would say it like that, like, what can I put inside the brain that's going to serve me? Okay, then our brains are like computers. Then we have our higher self. This energy in us that's controlling the whole body, like a game, you know. Like, maybe this might make sense. Like, y'all know that movie, The Avatar, and how that dude would get inside this cylinder, this cylinder type thing, and he would lay down in there, but he would actually be the source inside this avatar that he got up and moved around and taught it and all these different things and established. It's sort of like that. You are a being inside of a human, experiencing life in the human form. So it's like you're this source in here making the body do, kick. You recognize the emotions, the knowing when you're feeling bad. So who is that person that's recognizing it? It can't be your brain. You can't be the thing that you're observing. So you're a spiritual being inside of this body, living life, experiencing life in the human form. Your God consciousness, your consciousness. You're a fractal piece, like the word fragments. Like if you break something, it has a whole bunch of pieces of fragments, right? Same thing, like this universe is like the universe, but it's a lot of little pieces that's in every little human. But it's still the universe. You are the universe observing the universe. So, with that said, you have total control over this avatar. You can make it do, train it do, repetitiously, make it think the way you want to, download the information you want. You know what I'm saying? You really got power in this avatar. So yeah, I hope, I hope it makes sense. Just thinking and looking at it at a different perspective. I mean, on my journey, I was looking at things through a lot of different perspectives, but you know, some things just make sense. Hello, world.